Welcome back to No Passport Required, where you can travel the world from the comfort of your favorite chair. Today, our journey takes us to a place whispered about in legends, a city lost to the world for centuries. We are heading to the desert kingdom of Jordan. Imagine walking through a narrow, winding canyon. The rock walls tower above you, painted in shades of rose, red, orange by the sun. The air is still and silent, except for the echo of your own footsteps on the ancient stones. This is the path to one of the world's greatest wonders. This is the entrance to the incredible city of Petra. This legendary site, a UNESCO World Heritage treasure, was once the thriving capital of the Nabatean kingdom. These master traders and engineers carved an entire metropolis directly into the vibrant sandstone cliffs over 2,000 years ago. Picture a bustling city filled with merchants, travelers, caravans loaded with spices, silks. Now, imagine it all vanishing from memory, hidden away from the outside world. But Petra holds more than just a forgotten history within its stone walls. It holds a secret so well kept that most of the millions who visit walk right past it, never knowing it's there. What is Petra's biggest secret, hidden in plain sight? We'll reveal the answer later in our journey. The first glimpse of Petra is a moment that stays with you forever. As you emerge from the darkness of the canyon, a magnificent building comes into view. It is the Treasury, or Al-Khazneh as it is known locally. Its intricate facade, a masterpiece of ancient architecture, seems to glow in the desert light. It is a breathtaking sight. This is the image that has captured the imagination of travelers for generations. It has appeared in movies and inspired countless stories. But this iconic structure is only the beginning of the adventure. The city of Petra sprawls across a vast landscape of tombs, temples, theaters, all waiting to be explored. Our faraway Friday trip will take you deep into this lost city. We will walk the same paths as the Nabateans. We will uncover the stories carved into the rock. We will learn how this desert civilization managed to thrive in such a harsh environment. And, of course, we will solve the mystery of Petra's biggest secret, which we will reveal at 7:42 in our video. So, lean back in your favorite chair, get comfortable, and prepare to be transported. The journey to the heart of ancient Jordan begins right now. You won't need a passport for this incredible adventure. Our adventure starts in the modern town of Wadi Musa. This is the gateway to Petra. From here, a short walk brings you to the entrance of the Sik. The Sik is a narrow gorge. It was formed by tectonic forces that split the mountain apart. For over a kilometer, this winding canyon is your pathway into the lost city. As you step inside, the modern world seems to fade away. The temperature drops. The sunlight struggles to reach the canyon floor. The towering rock walls, some reaching over 80 meters high, close in around you, creating a sense of anticipation and wonder. It feels like you are walking through a secret passage, a corridor through time itself. The walls of the Sik are not just plain rock. They are a natural art gallery. Years of wind and water have carved them into smooth, flowing shapes. The stone is a swirl of colors. Deep reds, soft pinks, warm oranges, shades of yellow, purple. It looks as if a painter has brushed strokes across the cliffs. Look closely at the sides of the path. You can still see remnants of the ancient water channels. These channels were carved by the Nabateans. They carried fresh water deep into the city, a lifeline in the arid desert. They show the incredible ingenuity of the people who built this place. As you walk deeper, the silence is broken only by the echo of your footsteps. Sometimes you will hear the gentle clip-clop of a horse-drawn carriage passing by. These carriages carry visitors who prefer not to walk the full length of the canyon. You might also hear the quiet murmur of other travelers. Their voices are hushed, as if everyone feels the same sense of reverence for this sacred place. Every twist and turn in the path builds the suspense. What lies at the end of this magnificent natural hallway? The journey through the Sik is an essential part of the Petra experience, a deliberate, dramatic introduction designed by its ancient creators. They wanted to prepare you for the spectacle to come. With every step, you are leaving the present further behind and walking deeper into the heart of history. The excitement builds with each passing moment. Just when you think the canyon will go on forever, it happens. A thin slice of light appears in the distance. Through a narrow opening, you catch your first glimpse. A sliver of a building glows with an almost otherworldly light. Rose-red stone pops against the dark canyon. Your pace quickens. You move toward it. You step out of the seek into a small open square. Standing before you, in all its majestic glory, is Al-Khazneh, the Treasury. It's even more magnificent than you could have imagined. Carved from a single, massive sandstone cliff, it towers over 40 meters tall. The facade blends Nabatean design with Hellenistic architecture. Columns, friezes, intricate statues of mythological figures. It wasn't actually a treasury. Most archaeologists think it was the mausoleum of King Aretas IV, built in the 1st century. Take a moment, absorb the scene. The sun kisses the upper facade, making the stone glow rosy. Camels rest on the sandy ground. Bedouin owners offer rides to visitors. The name Treasury comes from a Bedouin legend. The large stone urn at the top was once thought to hold a pharaoh's treasure. You can see bullet marks on the urn from people who tried to shoot it open. The urn, like the facade, is solid rock. The real treasure is not gold. It is the artistry, the engineering, the ambition of the people who built it. This monument is only the beginning. It is the gateway to a city that stretches for miles beyond. So, who were the people who created this masterpiece? They were the Nabateans. They were a nomadic Arab tribe who settled in this region more than 2,000 years ago. They were brilliant traders. Their capital, Petra, was perfectly located at the crossroads of ancient trade routes. Frankincense, myrrh, spices, silk. The Nabateans grew incredibly wealthy by controlling this trade. This wealth funded the construction of their magnificent city. Not just merchants, master engineers and architects, they carved entire buildings directly into the rock faces. Their engineering genius was most evident in their management of water. In the desert, water was the key to survival. They built dams, cisterns, and water channels. The channels you saw in the Sikh were part of this network. They captured flash floods and directed the water to underground cisterns, ensuring the city had a year-round water supply. This mastery of water technology is what allowed a major city to flourish in the middle of the desert. Over time, trade routes shifted. Annexed by the Roman Empire and later damaged by a major earthquake, the city was gradually abandoned. For centuries, it was lost to the Western world, known only to the local Bedouin tribes who lived there. It was not until 1812 that a Swiss explorer named Johann Ludwig Burckhardt, disguised as an Arab scholar, rediscovered the city. Its incredible state of preservation led to it being designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1985, ensuring that the legacy of the brilliant Nabateans would be protected for all time. Now that you are inspired to see Petra for yourself, let's talk about the practical details. Petra is located in southern Jordan. The nearest international airport is Queen Aliyah International Airport, AMM, in Amman. From Amman, it is about a 3-hour drive south to Wadi Musa. Once you arrive in Wadi Musa, you will need to buy a ticket. The ticket office is located at the Petra Visitor Center. There are several ticket options available. A 2-day pass is highly recommended, as it allows you to explore at a more relaxed pace. The park opens early, typically around 6 a.m. Getting there early is a great way to beat the crowds and the midday heat. Getting around the vast site of Petra requires a lot of walking. From the visitor center to the treasury alone is about a 2-kilometer walk. To reach the monastery involves a steep climb of over 800 steps. Therefore, comfortable and sturdy walking shoes are absolutely essential. A wide-brimmed hat, sunglasses, and high SPF sunscreen are must-haves. Carry plenty of water to stay hydrated. It is a good idea to have some Jordanian dinar in cash. Be respectful of your surroundings. Do not climb on the monuments or take any stones. With these tips in mind, you are ready to begin your own unforgettable exploration of this ancient wonder. Once you manage to pull your gaze away from the breathtaking treasury, the path widens. You are now standing at the beginning of the Street of Facades, a wide, open canyon lined with impressive tomb fronts, carved for the city's wealthy officials, carved for prominent citizens. You are strolling through a vast, open-air necropolis. Each facade tells a different story. Simple, elegant lines, more elaborate, ornate details, crow steps, stair-like carvings climbing the rock face. Many tombs are accessible to explore, stepping inside the dark, cool chambers. Interiors are mostly plain and empty, a stark contrast to the decorated exteriors. The path becomes a bustling thoroughfare once more. Bedouin guides lead camels with colorful tassels, small stalls managed by local artisans, handcrafted jewelry, painted bottles filled with colored sand, traditional scarves. Gentle haggling and friendly conversation mingle with bleating goats on the cliffs. Ancient solemnity and modern life blend into a unique atmosphere. The Street of Facades leads toward the heart of the city. But take your time here. It sets the stage for even grander discoveries ahead. Continuing past the Street of Facades, you will notice a dramatic shift in architectural style. This is the colonnaded street, the commercial and civic heart of ancient Petra. This area showcases the influence of the Roman Empire. It annexed the Nabatean kingdom in 106 AD. The Romans straightened the original Nabatean street, paved it with marble, and lined it with a grand colonnade. Walking this path, imagine a bustling marketplace. Merchants selling wares from across the known world. Citizens going about their daily lives. One of the most impressive structures here is the Great Theater. The amphitheater was carved from the mountainside by the Nabateans. They chiseled away a cliff to make seating for over 4,000. The theater sits surrounded by tombs and monuments. This suggests performances may have linked to religious or funerary rituals. Exploring further, you find other significant ruins. The remains of the Great Temple, its collapsed columns and intricate floor mosaics. Nearby, the ruins of a Byzantine church, mosaics depicting animals, mosaics depicting plants, mosaics depicting the seasons. This church shows Petra continued to evolve. Here you see Petra as a vibrant, living metropolis, a place where you can trace layers of history from independence to Roman incorporation. For those with energy and a sense of adventure, one of Petra's most rewarding experiences lies beyond the main city center. This is the journey to Ad-Deir, the monastery. Reaching it is no small feat. It involves a challenging climb up a winding, rock-cut staircase of more than 800 steps. The ascent can take anywhere from 45 minutes to 90 minutes. Along the way, you will encounter Bedouin stalls selling refreshments and souvenirs. These small tea stops provide a welcome opportunity to rest. The local Bedouins are friendly and encouraging, often offering a smile and a "you're almost there" to weary hikers. After what feels like an endless ascent, the path suddenly levels out and opens onto a wide, sandy plateau. And there it is, the monastery. Even bigger than the Treasury, Ad-Deir stands an imposing 45 meters high and 50 meters wide. It likely served as a tomb for an important Nabatean king. Its name, Monastery, came later, when crosses were found carved on the inside walls. The feeling of finally arriving at the monastery is one of pure triumph and awe. You have the space and silence to truly appreciate the monument's scale and beauty. For many, this moment, in this high and lonely place, is the absolute highlight of their visit to Petra. At the beginning of our journey, I asked a question. What is Petra's biggest secret, hidden in plain sight? We have walked the sick. We have marveled at the Treasury. These are the wonders that draw millions of people, but they are also crowded. The secret of Petra is not another grand facade. It is the experience of finding a piece of this vast city all to yourself. It is the feeling of solitude. The secret I am revealing is a quiet place that most tourists miss. It is located behind the grand royal tombs. While most visitors admire these tombs from below, a small, unmarked trail leads up and behind them. This path is not for everyone. It involves some scrambling over rocks and a bit of a climb. You have to know it is there. The reward for this small adventure is a quiet ledge, that overlooks the entire central valley of Petra. The crowds of people on the main path look like tiny ants. Up here, all you can hear is the wind whispering through the canyons. It is a moment to sit, to breathe, and to simply be present in this incredible landscape, alone with 2,000 years of history. This is Petra's biggest secret. The beauty of Petra is that these hidden places are not the only ones. The site is so vast that there are countless opportunities to find your own quiet corner. One of the best strategies is to manage your time. If you can enter the park right as it opens at 6 o'clock in the morning, you can experience the sick with only a handful of other people. Similarly, staying late in the afternoon can be just as rewarding. The late afternoon sun bathes the sandstone cliffs in a warm, soft light that is perfect for photography. For those who want to truly escape, consider exploring some of the lesser-known hiking trails. Another path to solitude is the trail to the high place of sacrifice. The climb is strenuous, but the spiritual weight is palpable. Hiring a local Bedouin guide is highly recommended for these longer treks. They can lead you safely through the mountains and share stories and insights. The real magic of Petra is found when you slow down, look beyond the obvious, and allow yourself to get just a little bit lost in its timeless beauty. Our faraway Friday journey to the heart of Jordan is now coming to a close. We have walked through the shadowy passage of the sick, stood in awe before the magnificent treasury. Petra is so much more than just one iconic photograph. It is a city that was lost to the world for centuries, and yet it feels so alive when you walk its ancient streets. Remember the key lessons. Give yourself enough time. Wear your most comfortable shoes, and take the time to connect with the local Bedouin culture. Petra is a destination that captures the imagination and touches the soul. It is a profound reminder of what people are capable of achieving. As you sit back in your favorite chair, we hope you can feel the dust on your shoes and the sun on your face. A memory that will last a lifetime. Thank you for joining us on this adventure to Petra. If you enjoyed this Faraway Friday feature, please give this video a thumbs up, and we would love to hear from you in the comments below. Most importantly, where in the world would you like us to go next? We read all of your suggestions. Until our next adventure, keep dreaming, keep exploring, and keep traveling. From all of us here at No Passport Required, we wish you safe and happy journeys. Farewell for now.